So I apologize in advance for the delay in getting to all of these comments. They're all about Christmas, so this is the perfect time to kind of respond to them all the week before Christmas. So this first comment is talking about, didn't God say don't worship like the pagans? And asking, how is he misusing this comment because I said you're taking it out of context? You're misusing the comment by taking it out of context. God said, don't worship like the pagans, and he explained, here are what the pagan practices are. He's not talking about anything else other than the example he's about to give, which is this. And this applies to all of you people who are taking this Jeremiah verse out of context and saying it's about a Christmas tree. God specifically says that the people take their trees, they cut them down, then they carve them, then they bring them into their house and decorate them with silver and gold. A lot of you are leaving out that verse or that part about carving. He was talking about people who cut down trees, then carved them into idols, then decorated them with gold and silver, and then worshiped them. And ain't nobody worshiping Christmas trees anyway. So you cannot use that verse anymore to talk about Christmas, and that's how you're taking it out of context. Now, as for this comment about only choosing the holy feast from the Bible, and although this comment doesn't mention it, there are also people who say, hey, we're only supposed to celebrate the feasts in the Bible, not any man-made celebrations. Man-made celebrations, they say, are barred by God. Not true. In the book of Esther, the entire book of Esther is devoted to explaining how a man-made tradition, Purim, came to be. That tradition came to be because the lives of the people were saved. So they celebrated by giving gifts to one another, by feasting, and by rejoicing. They did it for 2 days. We're just celebrating Christ for one. So just for the record, if you're celebrating Purim, which is a feast in the Bible, you're celebrating a man-made tradition. So God would seem to be okay with man-made feasts and celebrations. And to this last comment, I don't even know how to respond to that. Why would what other people do stop you from celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ? Let me give you an example. Turn to Matthew chapter 2, where the wise men showed up to celebrate the birth of Christ. God used a star to lead them to where Christ was. So apparently, all the people that say God never said celebrate the birth of his son, he never said it, he never commanded it, but he led people to do it. Where they celebrated the birth of Christ, they worshiped Jesus by giving him gifts. Now here's the thing, Herod didn't want them to do it. Herod killed all these people, all these children. So you can be like the wise men and just say, I'm going to avoid Herod and hope God leads me in a dream back home another way, but I'm going to celebrate the birth of Christ. Or you could be like Herod and just be angry and frustrated. And to all of your comments, Merry Christmas.